Hey, what is going on, Prosperity Practice? I hope that you are having a fantastic day. I hope that you are feeling all of who you are today. And why do I say that? A lot of times we wake up and we're not quite ready to face the day, or we're not full of energy, and we're feeling like something's off. I want to remind you that you are energy. You are energy. Everything about you is energy. And that was brought to me. I think that, again, big fan of Bob Proctor. And it was once that he kind of said, hey, aren't you tired, or all these other things? And no, man, those are things that we learn how to say. Those are things that are learned tendencies. Our mom or dad or our grandparents or somebody we knew would come home and they'd be like, I'm tired, what a long day. And, or they'd say, I'm exhausted. And that was what we learned. That was what they said, and that's what somebody before them said. Or they wake up and they're like, oh man, here we go again. Yeah, here we go again. Let's get it. Let's go get it. What is it? There's all kinds of things to go after today. All kinds of things to go after today. And so that's why I say I hope you're feeling all of who you are. That's just the beginning. That's just the beginning of all of who you are. I'm not going to get too deep into that one today, but let's just say, everybody runs around and they say, see God and everything, or I am part of this universe, and the universe is a part of me, which, there is no separation. Alright? There is no separation between you and the universe. There's nothing that says, hey, that you where's the separation? That's my question to you. Where is the separation between you and the universe? Where's the separation between you and God? Where's the separation between you and anything else that you can think of? Even if you say, what's the separation between you and like a Buddha? They said, I read it somewhere. Listen, the atoms that are here in the universe and around us, they are reused. They are reused. The mass, as you probably already know, is never extinguished. There's always the same amount of mass. There's always the same number of molecules in the universe. There's never any more. There's never any less. You can't get rid of any. So, that being said, they say that there's at least 1 million atoms inside of you that were once a part of Buddha or Jesus or anybody who existed. You're sharing like millions of atoms with those people that existed once upon a time, and maybe an animal or anything else. And so you just kind of think about that. Even the idea that atoms, and I know that water has memory. And just think about all that's a part of you and who you are. Why is it important that water has memory? I mean, listen, if water's shown to have memory, they're even doing quantum computers with specially formulated water. I don't even know what that really means, but the deal is that if they're able to create quantum computers with like a single drop of water that can retain information that is greater than, they show that it goes outside of the bounds of being able to be contained within the water. What does that mean for you? Whose basic makeup, almost all of your makeup is water. What are you gonna do with that information? How is that going to impact you? How's that going to impact you? And then the other line is you only raise a lot of people say to your level of training, but also to your level of thinking. What is possible for you? You can only raise to your level of thinking what you believe is possible for you. So if you take the information that I'm feeding you here, if you take the idea that you and the universe are not separate, but you are one, all these other molecules that have been in, or atoms that have been inside of other greats before you, and the very fact that water kind of has memory, and how long has water been around for? Water itself can be used for quantum computing that's like ridiculous. What does that mean for your level of thinking? Does that change your thought process, right? The other idea was that God is inside of each and every person, right? If you see the divinity in each and every person, what does that do for your personal level of thinking? How much is possible now for you if you take that information and you internalize it? You say, you know what, you're right. And that's what I mean, hopefully you're feeling all of who you are today, that there's something exciting for you in everything that you do. Seeing divinity and everything, seeing just how great the world is, seeing how great the universe is, running at life with gusto, running at life and thinking that everything is a miracle. How much, what does that do for a change in perception? And that's what I'm thinking about today. Those are some thoughts that are running through my mind. I just want you to know, like, people are always like, hey, there's greatness within you, but what does that mean? And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. This is my interpretation of what that means. Yeah, there's greatness inside. There's greatness inside of every single human being. There's greatness inside of everything. So what is your willingness to see it? What is your willingness to see it? And unless you're willing to see it, you won't see it at all. And I'll give this example of that, and then I'll get the heck out of here. You got two people in one room. Do this for yourself. You got two people in your room right there. Maybe it's just you. You could be two people, two different instances of the same person. Two different exercises. The first exercise is, take a second, and I want you to look around your room for anything that is brown. Anything that is brown. Look around your room. I'm gonna give you a second. Did you look for all the things that are brown? Now my guess is, without being able to see your room, where I'm at now, you might have picked up some reds, you might have picked up some yellows, you might have picked up some, and you definitely picked up any browns, maybe an orange or two. So you picked up not just the browns, but things that would be close to it. Things that would just even be close to brown. Alright, now I want you to look around your room for things that are blue. Take a look around your room for things that are blue. Chances are that when you were looking for things that were brown, when you were looking for things that were brown, the things that were blue did not really register, did not make it past your filter system. You were filtered for brown. You set your awareness to say, hey, all things brown and close enough, come on down. And that's really what we do when we set our level of thinking. When we set our level of thinking to what is possible for us, When you set your level of thinking for what is possible for you, you're able to take in and be aware of more things. So you say to yourself, I'm looking for all colors, right? All things that are colors. I don't know what it is that you're looking to do in your life, but when you're looking to be all of who you are, accept that the possibilities are unlimited. Accept that very fact. Accept the fact that the possibilities are unlimited. We've got in the past 100 years things that exist that are just mind-boggling. We've got the computer. We've got the ability to. You've got the ability to tap into a network of billions of people every day through Facebook, through podcasts, through YouTube. You've got the ability to tap into a network of information that you can just feed yourself information day in and day out. Now sometimes that can be overload, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just telling you, you've got that capability to take it in, and you've also got the capability to, just as I'm doing, reach out and say, hey, here's what's going on, here's what I'm thinking, and here's what I've got to offer, or here's the conversation I'm having. And that's pretty powerful. The theory is that we don't even need all this stuff, but hey, I'm not going to go too deep down that rabbit hole. But just imagine what's possible for you, all the things that have not been discovered yet, because we have not opened up our awareness to think that it is possible. We still don't know how the pyramids were made or what they were made for. That type of thing. We don't know what we don't know. So you've got to be open to anything and everything without having to know exactly how these things are going to get accomplished, because the way that things need to be accomplished for you and by you have not ever existed before. So be open to that possibility. Be open to that possibility. Guys, I want you to reach out to me and let me know what you found to be your possibility. What is something that you've always kept outside of your level of thinking? What is something or somewhere, or who do you think that you need to be in order to become who you want to be? What is it for you? What level of thinking are you at now? And what level of thinking do you need to be at? Do you want to be at? Let me know, man. I'm super excited. Hey, look, I just want to hear from you, to hear how this might impact your day. But do know that when somebody says to you that there is greatness within you, it is not a joke. It is not a joke. And the reason that person is saying that there's greatness within you, that you're a child of God, and all of these other things, there's the reason that they're saying that is because they have found that within themselves to be true. And they know that if it is true for them, that it is most likely true for you, as it has been true for all of humanity throughout all of time.